Hey everyone, this is Mr. K, and today we're going to go over solving for an angle using SOHCAHTOA. So, just as a polite reminder, remember that every time you're going to use SOHCAHTOA, you need to make sure that you have a right triangle. If you do not have a right triangle, you're not able to use SOHCAHTOA. Then you're going to have to use either law of sines or law of cosines. So, if you're going to be solving for an angle using SOHCAHTOA, that means you're going to have to be given two different sides. So, I'm going to use the sides. We'll say little q is going to be 15, and we'll say that little r is going to be 19. Okay, and just remember that the little letter is always across from the large letter, so if this big Q, little q is going to be the side opposite, so this will be 15. And then let's say that little r is going to be 19. Doesn't matter the unit, we'll say it's centimeters. So then let's say that I want to solve for angle Q. So if I want to solve for angle Q, right here, I need to figure out which trig function I'm using in order, and using these two sides, you have to use the two sides that you know. If you want, you could use the Pythagorean theorem, the a squared plus b squared equals c squared, to find this other side if you really wanted to do that. That's just more work. I'd rather just use the two sides that I'm given. So this 15 is going to be my opposite, and then the 19 is going to be my adjacent, because I know that my hypotenuse is always across from the right angle, so the hypotenuse is going to be side t here. So I have opposite and adjacent, so that means I'm going to want to use TOA, or I'm going to use my tangent function to solve for Q. So how to write this out is you don't know what the angle is. Since you don't know the angle, you're just going to have to write it as the tangent of Q. I don't know what it is, but I do know that that's going to equal my opposite, which is 15, divided by my adjacent, which is 19. And now, I always tell students, okay, now how do you get Q by itself? Well, you need to get rid of tangent. A lot of students say, well, Mr. K, just divide by tangent. But you're not actually like multiplying these two things. Tangent is like a function, it's a thing. Just like, you know, a log or sine or cosine, like they're all like functions. It's not, you're not multiplying by tangent, because tangent is a number. So in order to get rid of tangent, we're going to have to use something called the inverse, so tangent inverse. But if I'm going to do that to one side, I'm still going to have to do that to the other side here. So I'm going to tangent inverse both sides. And then on the left here, the tangent inverse and the tangent, those two are inverses, so they're going to cancel out. And you're going to be left with Q equals the tangent inverse of 15 over 19. And now it's just a matter of, can you type that into the calculator? Remember to please make sure, press the mode button on your calculator. Make sure that degree is highlighted. If it's not highlighted, you're not going to get the correct answer. So now when I type this in, I'm going to do second tangent. I'm going to just type in my fraction, 15 over 19. Close my parentheses, press enter, and you should get angle Q is about 38.29 degrees. And then you can just use some subtraction to find the other angle here. So if this is 38.29 degrees, to find angle R, you can just, I know that all of these need to add up to 180, so I can do 180, I'll subtract 90, and I'll subtract the 38.29. And you should get angle R to be about 51.71 degrees. So the big thing is just making sure that you know how to set up the fraction, and then making sure that you use the inverse of that trig function in order to get the angle by itself. Thank you very much. Have a great day.